Hi Scouts, Miss Judy again. So here we have Braille, the Braille alphabet, and as you can see, the Braille cell is made up of 6 locations of a dot. So if you wanted to make the letter A, for example, I'm sorry, my poster's a little shiny. The top left-hand dot in the 1 position is the letter A. 1 and 2 is B. But 1 and 4 is C. So you can kind of see how that happens. And if you get real fun, you can do all sorts of riddles. What is easy to get into, but hard to get out of. And you can use the above to figure out from the Braille positioning. And I'm going to post these riddles online so that you can get a chance to solve these. See if you can solve them yourself. So you can hear maybe that my Duxbury embosser is going strong. I'm doing President's Report right now from the AbilityOne Commission. So there's manual ways, not electronic ways, that we can make Braille for people. One of them is called a portable Braille writing device with a slate and stylus. Now that's typically what Helen Keller actually used. She was very good at writing, and she actually learned how to write her letters. I'll show her, maybe I'll post a picture of her autograph. And then there's something called the Perkins Brailler, a mechanical Brailler. And I happen to have one here on my desk when my camera wants to focus. There we go. So you can see it has 6 keys. It has a couple others, but those are to make the 6 Brailles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I wanted, now you have to have thick paper in here, like an index card thick. It's not regular paper. Regular paper will end up just punching through. So if I wanted to write the letter A, 1. And then maybe I wanted to write the letter C. So that was 1 and 4, remember? And there you go, I've written AC. Promise you, that's what I've written. And so last but never least, we talked a little bit about how a printed book, so for example, this is the book about Louis Braille, who was the person who invented Braille, the language for touch point language. So this is a picture book about him. And you can see it's just a regular, oh look, Louis Braille, information about how he went blind and all that good stuff. So nothing fancy, nothing too big. But to Braille that, you can see there's 4 volumes on my desk. And this is that book. You can see it says Louis Braille, Touch of Genius. And this is part 4 of 4. And on the side, on the cover, it's brailled. Louis Braille, A Touch of Genius, part 4 of 4. So I think that's kind of interesting, just how much more a simple little picture book like this ends up taking these massively big volumes. We also have something else really cool in my office. Oh, before you think I forgot Buddy at home, he is here. He has an office too, where he works when he's with me in the office. All right, so we're going to go back. You can hear when I hit my 6-foot distance scrapes. So, and interestingly enough, we have a couple of guide dogs in our office, and they actually go to a dot and sit because they're very well behaved. So this here is a world atlas. So in case you wanted to see what a map looks like to somebody who's blind, I have this on my front desk in the office. So let's go to the solar system, which is on page 1. And someday, when we can meet in person and we can touch things again, I'll be sure to bring this so you guys can see. So it has instructions here, just regular Braille print. It's hard to see, I know, but those are just the dots. And then you can see there's the orbit of the Earth. There's the equator and the north and south poles and how it orbits the sun. So that's fun. And then we actually have one too for Washington, D.C. So if we have visitors to Washington, D.C., and for example, they need to know Rhode Island Avenue and how to get around Howard University to get to the hospital, all these things that you see in black are raised, and the word Florida has Florida over top of it in Braille. So we have that for all our visitors. And there's the White House and the Treasury Department, Lafayette Square, Scott Circle, DuPont Circle, Connecticut Avenue, Massachusetts Avenue. So it's fun to have all these different tactical things so that people, oh, can I see how to get downtown Washington? Yep, you sure can. I've got a map for you. I want to see a map of the world. No problem. Looks different to us, but there we are. North America. There's Virginia lurking. So don't worry, we have all our protective equipment also. Sounds like my Braille might be done for the day. So I'm going to sign off and try to upload these so you guys can see it. And then I'll try to upload those pictures and the Braille challenge so you guys can take that Braille challenge. All right. Thanks for coming to visit me today at AFB.